Enjoy nature. Enjoy yourself. Sitting by nature, trying to get some energy. Trying to get some energy and put it up on enemy. And I just take it from the tree, put it inside of me so I can feel that ease. I'm at the lake, gonna get a little energy. Gonna take it from the nature and put it into me. Yeah, watching out for the enemy. Cause if they come, then they offended me. Gonna crush them quick, gonna crush them right. Gonna crush them with the... Hey, look, y'all. Let me tell you. So when it came down to it, you know how Isaiah 43:12 talking about that Yahweh is not one of these strange gods? Because when you look at commit, some of them, they made a commitment. A commitment. Commit is commit. So they committed into doing this act, into enslaving mankind and going about the deception. But there was a mastermind behind all of that. Behind Simjaza, behind Azazel, behind all those fallen angels, there was a mastermind. And that mastermind was Thoth, the one that wrote the Emerald Tablets. Because when you start to read it, it starts to suck you down into the underworld time and time again. Even when he did his live video, because he's still around, he was talking about, he really did a video about me, which was a mistake. Because he really revealed himself. Because when talking about me, you have to say the truth. So he said so much stuff about what he do. And telling people to release their energy and to unzip themselves out of their earthly body. Well, let me tell you. This fallen angel named Thoth tried to deceive the whole earth. He was the one who actually came up with trying to get Yahweh's name taken out of the scripture. YHWH. This name is divine mercy and forgiveness. It is the arpeggio for every key. There's 4 harmonic notes. Like for the instance, if I was to play the scale of C, I would say C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. The beginning and the end, that's the sound. Well, in between that, if I go C, E, G, C, that in itself is YHWH, the harmonic notes. These things provide harmony, melody, it provides resonance, and it's about forgiveness. These things got kicked out, so they was so upset with Father, they tried to distort his name and tried to upsert him so that so-called Thoth could be their God. Well, when it came down to it, he had no real evidence. He had nothing but speculation, nothing but accusations. So these characteristics are that of Jose Diaz, Thoth, because he possessed that person. Alright? And that person denounced the whole kingdom of Yahweh and dealing with being able to respect your neighbor. Me, myself, I'm from the race of beings that they would call Yahwehs. You know what I mean? A lot of dark-skinned people like me, we're not called black, we're called Yahwehs. Alright, and they like to try to take our culture from us. We're descendants from the ancient of days off the west coast of Africa. You know what I mean? A lot of those persons are descendants from the ancient of days as well. Alright? We were very passive people who really didn't believe in violence and all that until we get pushed into the corner and we gotta survive. Alright? So let me tell you. This dude, he tried to come out with all this evidence and this, that, and all of that really wasn't substantial. And he blasphemed the name of the Most High. Started, I even took it through the scriptures that said in Revelation 16, 8 and 9, how the 4th angel going to scorch those who continue to blaspheme the name. And okay, so that's what they got to deal with. Some of you all, I sent links to the server so that you all could check it out for yourself. So you could check this information out to see that, yes, YHWH, Yahweh wins, because Yahweh wins, we win. And we have freedom, free will. The holy law of choice will never be taken out. Oh, Inky? Oh, that's a whole nother story. Dealing with Inky? Okay, that's the next one. Alright, that's dealing with the Pharisees. Dealing with Thoth is dealing with the Sadducees. They like to set themselves up as religious leaders, and they will try to say, no, what you see is wrong. What I see is right, so see it the way I see it. Realign yourself, religion yourself with the way I see it. When they say thou shalt not kill, they could not help but to keep killing people. They require a scapegoat, somebody to take the fall for all of their wrongdoings. Just like Michael Cohen was the scapegoat for the administration. All right, open defiance to laws of man. But guess what? They can't break this law of love, which is respect. So as people start to disrespect love, let me tell you, they're going to end up getting burnt up. I don't care whether they are federal agents, ICE agents, whether they are judges, homeless people, whether they are store clerks. Even myself, if I disrespect, I could get burnt up. So I'm asking you all, don't be disrespectful out here. Even these ICE agents, these federal agents, you got to think about it now. Is these people really following God's law? But a lot of these people are Satanists because they follow this dude named Thoth. They follow this Egyptian ancient philosopher who, if they were so smart, how come we don't have world peace today? If these secret societies and these members with all of this so-called money are so smart, why we don't have peace on earth today? Why do we have discrimination and slavery and kidnapping and Jeffrey Epstein and who that? Bill Clinton on the island for sexual pedophilia? And then you all would like to try to normalize and say that that is okay. No, it's not. It's not okay to hurt children and take their choice away from them. Children have choice. Ephesians 6 talk about parents, don't nag your kids, and, certain little brief little mention about, being rightful to your kids. Come to find out, this dude done really tried to defile and despise people, despise the Most High. Overall, this dude looked like a bird with brains. You know what I mean? His image is always a bird. And, a lot of these birds be eating things that are dead. So the information that he took was taken from death. And his research, as he got closer and closer to being the top Satan of all this crew, Thoth, he ended up getting crushed by his own arrogance because he did not think that I was smarter than Solomon. Solomon couldn't defeat Thoth, and he started following him. That's what Thoth thought. But Solomon was given immunity in the courts of heaven if he helped out. And he did. That's why the kingdom is taken away from Solomon's children, these secret societies, and not from Solomon himself. All right? So these secret societies are going to have to play the God games, and it's going on for 8 years. If you don't want to play, get out your group, get out your secret society, and learn how to respect people. Because y'all playing around with money. Let me tell you, U.S. tax all of their territories, and they got taxation without representation. What type of example of democracy is it that you all have colonized Puerto Rico, Guam, Philippine Islands, and you don't give them a representative in Congress? But you want to gerrymander these districts so that you all could try to win office so that you could be over people because you all have conspired with Thoth. Thoth was the one that even came up with certain little personas to try to influence the scriptures. So let me tell you, there was a contract that even Donald Trump made, and he do not have to fulfill that contract because it's been annulled. And they will not try to assassinate the president of the United States because if they do, that violates the holy choice of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has the right to live. He has the right to make decisions. He has the right to assume the office of presidency, okay? But he do not have the right to violate other people's rights, okay? But out of everything said and done, let's try to work together, all right? Because if they try to assassinate and sit an American president because he will not fulfill the contract of these satanic secret societies, then they are wrong for trying to influence that man to violate his choice. If he called on that name of the Most High, YHWH, he will be spared. And all those who would like to denounce the name, this is the time to try to get your salvation in order. And you need to go check. The book is going to come out next year. And shortly after that, you all will have the necessary knowledge to take back your lands legally without violence. You all can outsmart these things like they have outsmarted you all. Watch, like the other day, I was in the line, and this convenience store clerk dude who don't even spend money with the hood disrespected me. I was like, okay, bro, I'm going to take my money and spend my business elsewhere. Do you know that all of those black people stood in line and spent money with him? But if they was to say, you know what, if you disrespect him, just like Matthew 25, you disrespected me. But they don't see me as being a brother of Jesus because they know that false image on the church. Jesus is everything he say he is, except for that image that you see in them churches. So they can't relate a dark-skinned dude like me being the brother of Jesus. But I am. And like Matthew 25, he said, however you treat one of my brothers, you done treated me. And now they don't realize that they are accumulating error, and Jesus is like, well, they know not what they do. Yeshua is applied in front of everybody's name because yes, you are love. Yes, you are life. Yes, you are key. All right. Yes, you are energy. Yes, you are jewels. Jewels of energy. Joules. They do the homonyms that sound the same but mean different things. Like the jewels, they say, oh, you're a jewel of God. Let me rob this jewel of God so I can rob God by taking this person's life force and giving it back to God. But if you gave somebody a gift and that person gave the gift back to you, you feel like that person was unappreciative for their gift. So if the Most High God give you your life and this person convinced you to take your life and give it back to God, that is the most abominable thing to do. All right, and he's always talking about sacrifice. No, you need to be obedient, bro. You need to be obedient. Obedience is much greater than sacrifice. So when it all came down to it, I had to jump out my body, do an out-of-body experience, and I had to go beat the living crap out of this spirit named Thoth, who is a pure imaginary thought. I had to go into the thought dimension and whip his behind with this long sword that come out my mouth. It was able to reach him. He didn't know what hit him. He was like, man, when he woke up, he was in the body of a dog. Since he wanted to reverse everything and turn life into evil, live into evil, he wanted to reverse everything with the mirror. So because he did all that, since I live God body, he has to live dog body. So yeah, Thoth is in the mind of a lot of these dogs. And you wonder why his name was shortened to T-H-O-T, that hoe over there. Because those hoes over there, whether male or female, there could be male hoes now. A male dog, a female dog. Alright? That hoe over there is a dog. And that's Thoth. That's Thoth, the Egyptian god with the bird brains, conspiring with Anubis and this, that, and the other to try to say that they have authority to actually judge. You could look on American gods and check out some of their roles. But they love to keep Yahweh out the scripture because they know Yahweh will crush them. Because they want to come with this, that, and all that. Okay, y'all got your time. Y'all had your time to even be rectified, to be redeemed, to be forgiven. But you all did not choose forgiveness. So since these evil spirits in high places did not choose forgiveness, they got smashed. And I sent out, because the Most High gave me the power to do it myself. You know what I mean? That's what's mentioned in Isaiah 54:15. They will rise against you, and you will defeat them, because I know the name, and that power has been given to me, just like it's been given to you. So right now, it's a whole little mop up of these negative, imaginary numbers that's out here. They just, bad behavior, bad for your health. You can identify them out. What I realize is a lot of this, we do have to change ourselves in order to change our immediate environment. But yet, when there's other people on the outside that's manipulating the environment in which we live in, they themselves are held accountable for the destruction of the people. If God asked us to be fruitful and multiply, why do I hear about this plan, Bill Gates, about depopulation? Do you know that goes against the plans of the Most High? There's enough land for everybody if you rightfully know how to use your money instead of just giving it away to these TV commercials and these people that threaten your life. You must be scared of the mob because the mob is in the White House having fights in the White House lawn. Come on now. We all know about the intel. We know everything they done did, and people too scared to stand up because when they see a white male, they think about that false image that they see in the church. Now, not all white males are evil. It's just Thoth, this Egyptian god, took this white male and said, hey, look, we're going to place you up here so that we going to do all this corruption behind you. So these even white males who like to try to give honor, like the Shriners, who had that big old Moroccan little machete on their hat, they believe in beheading people, just like Satan do, just like Lucifer do. Man, these people really love Satan, bro. They really love the devil. And guess what? Every last one of them going to get burnt up if they cross that line of disrespect. And that order of live fire will not be rescinded. Yes, Teresa. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all hang out and just do the right thing because the Almighty done took off. The ancient days, he's in play right now, burning up these negative spirits. Because they think we can't see them, but we've been seeing them. It's just that they could not act. You hear that horn in the background? Hold on. Hold on, where that horn came from? Alright, I guess that's the trumpet. That's the horn that's sounding, y'all. Alright. I don't know where it's coming from. It's coming over that way by the dam. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna ride through the area and let y'all see the area, alright? So that's what I had to speak to y'all about. So now we can hang out, enjoy nature. We're gonna make this a much more peaceful planet because we had to do a whole star system raid on Saturn. Y'all don't think that there's a alien base within Saturn? You just didn't have the intel. How else did they know that Yeshua was born in Bethlehem and they put that little space station right over the location so that they could find them? I'm just saying, these things are not new. They just make you think that this stuff is new. But the scriptures tell you there's nothing new under the sun. All this technology has already existed. But anyway, turn up, y'all. Yep, that's the beat to help destroy the enemies. Let's see. And I'm in Georgia now. Like when I got tired of, I was like, okay, it's time to castle and grid up. That's why I came out here. That dude Vincent was riding in my car a little bit for those who know what's going on that server Discord. I used to kind of, talk to him a little bit to try to see where his head at, this, that, and other. And I could tell he was a traitor straight from the beginning. Because they really don't have good acting skills. When somebody really don't like you, they really don't like you. And dude ain't never met me before in his life. That's why I told him, and that's why I keep telling him, bro, I should have just punched you in the face one good time before I dropped you off. But I'm happy I didn't because the Most High told me not to, and obedience is better than sacrifice. All right. The thing is, the Levites are the ones who came up with Leviathan. Because if you look at John, you get Jonathan. You look at Mar, you get Marathon. You look at Levi, you get Leviathan. That's not a coincidence. It was done on purpose and told differently to deceive you. It says no parking at any time. All right. I'm just standing, I guess. Okay, wow, that's interesting. Nice and calm. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, you all. I'm about to find a spot to meditate to say my silent prayer. You know what I mean? For real. This thing got so intense, it almost destroyed me. I'm happy I'm still alive. All right, let's go create a much more respectful, peaceful earth, y'all. I'm in Southwest Georgia to help push renewable energy. You know, me and my father are going to start a company. I'm doing all the paperwork and like the dotting of the I's and the crossing the T's now. You know what I mean? We could do these things for ourselves if we work together and stop depending on the government who really don't like us. They have the FDA approve dangerous substances so that they can slowly poison and kill us. Just like the Joker in the first Batman movie, how he had those chemicals, and when people did a combination of all this, they ended up with different diseases and dying. That was very extreme, but yes, that's really what's going on. They got all these different chemicals that might be made out of baby products, like actual baby bodies, aborted fetuses and stuff. They crush and grind them up because in their alchemy, they believe that some of these things could help them live longer. Isn't that terrible? That they will go hurt a little kid out of selfishness for themselves? That child didn't even have a choice when they murdered them. So because of all of that that's going on, and they did not seek mercy or forgiveness, these evil things get destroyed. And that last little one, Inky, and it's a couple more, they will be dealt with later. But these that have been found, they will get crushed. There's a set amount of time to get them to be able to make amends and atonement. After that, it's over. Because all of this time, we've seen that they've had time and time and time to change, and they haven't. Me, myself, I ain't even about to play with it. I'm not about to give away my gift of life. Got another sword. Wow. Interesting. I gotta wash this one up. This one must be for Inky. That's the one. This is the one that I use for with Thoth. Yeah. Wow. What's next? Who's next? Alright, I got a year before I gotta deal with Inky anyway. After he hear what's happened with Thoth, he's damn sure gonna want to find out. So we got about a year. Alright, y'all. Let's get this thing together. I got another plan for Inky. He's a little bit smarter than Thoth, unfortunately. Alright. Peace out, y'all. Alright, Teresa said, I'll be praying for you, be glad, and be at peace for what you have created. Yes, and we all did this, It said, let us make man, because so we all help make this. Like the key is necessary for us to put into the lock. The door is necessary for the key to go into. We each are part of these true and living words, and all of these true and living words come together. So we all did this together. And yes, this is something to be very happy about. Oh yeah. Hey, my name is not Dorothy Explorer. But hey, Dora used to get around for a little 5-year-old girl. She was all everywhere in the shadows of darkness. Like, she always kept Psalms 23 on her. Because she would walk through the valley of death and be like, swiper, no swiper. Alright, I'm just kidding, y'all. What we got here? Hey. Now they trying to deport Diego. Diego came over here, gave him a whole TV show. Now they like, Diego, you gotta go, bro. Your TV show, man, creating too many jobs that, you know, y'all work too hard for. They like, man, hey, look, like I knew I was a hard worker when Mexicans began to salute me on the job site. Man, Mexicans be building their behinds off. You know what I mean? If anything, that's gonna raise the competition level and make everything better. Come on now. But when you have a man in sight and this person over here can't really compete with that man, then they're going to try to make that man less than a man so that they could be conceived to be the man. I'm just saying. All right, peace, Lady Teresa. All right, Michael David Uno, love, light, love, live, light, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, I told that I got told because I was white that I was going to hell, God hated me. That's not true, Teresa. See, because we are 98.6 degrees and our energy radiates around that, then we are all called black bodies. The sun is a black body because it radiates at the temperature that it exists at, even though it shines white light. So white people are still considered black bodies. The physics books and all of that shows that black body radiators radiate at the temperature that they exist at. So it was easy and convenient to confuse people by saying, oh, you white, oh, you black. Even Thoth got into doing that because he really didn't understand the definition of a black body. He thought black body deal with skin color. And it don't. It deals with the temperature. If I put a thermometer in my mouth, I would average around 98.6 degrees. If you put a thermometer in your inside of your mouth, it should radiate about the same thing. So with that being said, no, you're not going to hell because you're white. Now, if you disrespect people, okay, now those are grounds to go to hell. And I gave you the answer key with the complete law of love, you know, which basically show you this is really what we're judged by. All right, the fruits of the spirit, the supreme mathematics, and the bare necessities. So no, don't believe them. It's saying that you're going to hell. Calm waters, yeah. Nah, Thoth did not believe in God at all. Oh man, whoa. And you know, I actually been to that dude, like the possession, like one that he was possessing. I actually went to his house, scanned his energy. I was like, man, you know what? Dude got limited range, location. You know, it's like he's a programmed robot. Who am I really talking to? I scanned his energy. It wasn't really human. But I just pretended. Ha, what's up? And I sat down right there when Isabel, Vincent, and Janet was reading the scriptures with him. And everywhere it said God, he had them say thought. You're like, well, God made the heaven. He was like, thought made the... Hold on, bro. It said God spoke. It didn't say God thought. Because we could think about this, think about that, but then when you speak, you put it into action, bro. You got people thinking that their right answers are wrong so that you can have domination over people. And yes, he really didn't believe in God, so now he's a dog with them doggish, perverted ways. Yes, he is hateful. Why? Maybe that will be revealed later. I don't know. I'll probably review the Emerald Tablets. It's probably recorded in there as to why he's so upset. Thank you. Yes, you are my sister, Teresa. And you don't have to put that descriptive white on there. You're just my sister because you do the will of God. All right? You all don't have to put Chinese or black or whatever. If you're my family because you do the will of the Most High, you're my family. I don't care what color you are because I see energy. Like the way Neo be looking, that's how I see things in real life. I see energy. I don't see color. Yep, use that energy. Alright, so cool. Let's see, thank you. I was just trying to pull that together. Just didn't realize it was this bad. Yes, you gotta keep emotion better. Love you, brother. Alright. Thank you that, Lady Patience. And with that, y'all can ride with me out. Hey, y'all ride with me out. Hey, hey, hey. It's the wild child. Prophet child. Hey, it's the wild child. I once was prophet child, but now I'm prophet king. So, thank you Almighty and the Most High for backing me up with these true words and showing your awesome power. Oh yeah, the people have a chance to continue on. We was on the brink of death, really though. Alright, a lot of y'all got out of that fishnet that they tried to trap y'all in. Alright, y'all, peace out. Yeah, and may the Most High YHWH bless you too, Teresa. Yep. Thank you. I like you ride with me. Hey, I'm happy y'all wasn't riding with me when I did that police chase. I did that high-speed chase. I was like, Most High, I'm going to jail, but I had to break into jail, y'all. I don't live the lifestyle to get caught up unless I want to get caught up. But when I went to jail, that's a whole nother story, y'all. See, that's what Thoth be doing. Thoth be doing. All right, this is like a whole community of Thoth. You see how these birds be eating on dead stuff? That's how they want to eat your soul. And that's what he was teaching people in his videos. They eat the dead. And our God is the God of the living, not the dead. Wonder how they came up with the book of the dead when it was really the book of coming forth. But who came forth? He thought he did, but he ain't do nothing but run his trap about what it should have been this or it should have been that. Nah, bro, it's exactly the way it should be. Because this was set up so that you could show your arrogance for all the people to be able to decide for themselves. And I'm just as good and just as blessed and just strong enough to come into any spiritual dimension, conscious dimension, physical dimension, and I would handle a head-up fade. If not, I would send my spirit ahead of me to clear the way, and then I would show up. Oh, yeah. Alright, y'all. Yeah, the Book of the Dead, that's one of them Egyptian books. I haven't read it yet, but it's time for me to review it because it's time to track down Inky. Alright, time to track him down. Well, I'm gonna give it about a year or so because I need to have a whole book out before I approach Inky. Alright? This little demon spirit is like that. You know what I mean? He like that. Alright? So you just don't want to underestimate your opponents because they will damage you. Alright? If you don't know what you're doing, you gotta be prepared. All of this was a setup. Y'all seen me setting this up for like 21 years. Like, what is he doing? I'm getting ready for a battle. And it went down in 3 nights. It was over. Alright, y'all. Hey. Yeah, I hate jail too. But jail is that place of weeping and gnashing. And I was wondering, how come all the good people getting sucked into jail and the bad people get out so fast? That's a whole nother story. Make sure you remind me to tell you about that adventure. Cause I found out some things that I really didn't feel like talking to people about, because yeah, they would have tried to isolate me. Cause I seen some things, some matrix type things that I kept to myself.